one of the key things they taught me at that conference was to think of money as compressed time. So as an example, a practical example, let's say my sink gets blocked in my kitchen, right? Now I could spend time and energy and focus learning exactly how to fix that problem.
Yeah.
Or I can exchange money and give it to a plumber who has already spent the time and energy developing that skill set.
Yeah.
And then I free up my time to do something else.
That makes a lot of sense. That's a very good way of looking at it.
Yeah. The second really, really key insight that I got from these guys was to always like focus on adding value. Like this idea of bringing value to an interaction is the way to like, that's how you make money. Like you 100%. Make money by providing value to some people. And generally, if you look at most businesses and most products, most services, what they do is they save people time and energy.
True.
For the most part, right?
Yeah.
Be it if it's teaching someone how to make money, you're saving them all the years it took you to learn how to make money.
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
Or if you're teaching someone like a physical skill, a labor skill, anything like this, or if you're providing a product or a service that saves them time, saves them energy, solves a problem, right? So we were thought to think of like products and services and businesses in terms of, okay, what is the value exchange here and what problem are you solving? So I kind of came out of that and I sort of had a new view on the world, and I was kind of looking for problems to solve, not in like a negative complaining way, but more in like, okay, where's the opportunity?
Yeah, obviously.
Every problem is an opportunity to make money.
True.
Right.
Yeah.
So did that for a while. Ended up starting an underwear business, actually, of all things.
Obviously.
Yeah, that failed miserably. That didn't do very well. And then my next business venture, which did pretty well, was a paleo meal delivery business.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. That was interesting. Yeah.
Did that for a few years. That was also when I kind of got into like health and nutrition and really understanding how nutrition worked. And this business sort of grew naturally from me getting really, really into paleo diet. And I think within a couple of years, we were doing like $600,000 in rev within a couple of years. Nice. Ended up selling that business to one of our suppliers because I kind of had some conflict with my business partner at the time.
Yeah.
And this is the long-winded way of how I got to where I am now. I was having these conflicts with my business partner, busting my ass, working really hard. And I thought to myself, why am I going through this hell? Like what I like introspective, like what is the purpose? I'm like, well, I want to make money. Okay, Sterling, why do you want to make money? Well, if I'm being totally honest with myself, it's because I want to travel around the world having sex with beautiful women. I'm being totally honest.
It's true. Yeah.
Right?
All right. Yeah.
And so my next thought process was, well, why don't I just cut out the middleman and get paid to do that?
Genius. No, I even
had
true. 100%.
I even had an old college friend of mine actually say this to me when I was running this business, and he saw it was doing kind of relatively well.
Yeah.
And he was a bit jealous because he was working for the government at the time. He'd been working a government job for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
The same desk job. And he super low pressure. The government job is. And he said to me, I wish I had the balls to take the kind of risk that you took. And I thought about that for a second, and I thought, where's the risk?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't want to work a career, so I'm not sacrificing, a career. Yeah. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be my own employer, right?
True.
And if I fail, then all I've done is learned a whole bunch of lessons on what not to do the next time.
Yeah.
So there's really no downside. It's all win.
Beautiful.
I don't see the downside.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah. Good.
And this was kind of when I knew that I need to get out of trading my time for money on a porn set.
Yeah.
And I need to be focusing all my time and attention on this info product YouTube business. because I did like multiple six figures in like a week.
But that was the real thing, right? You were trading time for
Yeah.
money, and
Yeah.
now you're trading information. Like you're free from the time for money equation, right?
I mean, I still, it's kind of weird to use that way of describing, because I still put time into things.
Obviously, yeah.
But it's not like, okay, it's kind of harder to measure how much my time is worth per hour now.
Yes. Yeah.
Because the money machine runs in the background, and I spend my time on growing the audience or growing the funnel, for example. I am a massive, I never would have thought of myself as, like 2 years ago, if you told me you're basically going to be an email marketer, Sterling,
yeah,
I wouldn't have believed you.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's
2 years ago, right? Two.
That's effectively
such a short time.
Yeah, your life can totally change in a very short space of time.
That's so beautiful, man. Like 2 years ago. Holy
Put
shit.
the right if you pay attention to what is really moving the lever in your business and focusing on that thing.
Yeah.
So for me, it was really quick. I figured out really quickly, if I just add more people to the email list, then the money printer goes up.
Yeah, exactly. It's the funnel, right? Put more people on top.
It's not really that complicated.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And I would have never, if you'd also told me like that email marketing would still work in the day of the age of like TikTok.
Yeah.
I would have said bullshit.
Yeah, you're insane.
But here's the insight I've had since I've really understood this, is that the kind of people who have money and who spend money, they read emails.
Yes.
The kind of guy who's a very good customer is probably sitting at a desk, working a 9 to 5. He has probably a white collar worker, has some disposable income, and he reads emails regularly.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
so he is actually a great customer.
Yeah. And the guy is actually interested in what you have to say, right? It's not like a 30-second interest span, like a 30-minute maybe. I want to hear what you have to say because I trust you.
Yep.